Your was going on. Hopefully, you had a great, great, great Christmas. As I know I did. Spent it with the family, vibed out. Also, I don't know if y'all gonna see this before or after New Year's, but when y'all do, Happy New Year's to you as well. Hopefully, New Year's comes in exactly how you have it planned. And that's what we're gonna be here talking about. As y'all see, there's no charts, just my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and speak about how I communicate with myself currently and how I'm going to do so going into 2025. Right. So first thing first, I have it all jotted down right here. So first thing first, one important thing is holding ourselves accountable for anything outside our plan. Being patient with ourselves, right? So one thing that I know myself, I do is, I'll catch myself now holding myself accountable, for something that I'll do. For example, I like to sleep for 4 hours. If I wake up at 9:30, that's a little late. Why? Because usually my time to trade is at 10. They always say if you're on time, you're late. If you're late, you know the vibes, right? So I always aim to go for to wake up around 7 to 8:30 or so. Just so I give myself some time to do what I have to do, adjust myself and everything. So that's really important, right? So holding myself accountable for anything outside my plan. So if I go ahead and I take a trade, let's say 3 trades, right? And like 3 trades is my max, and I go ahead and I take a 4 trade. I gotta hold myself accountable, whether if I make profit or not, because that, you know what I'm saying? Not typically, but like I'm saying, like in your rules, you basically gamble, if you know what I mean. Like you just went against your rules, basically. You broke your rules, right? So that's something that is very important. On your journey, you gotta hold yourself accountable. That's the only way you're gonna be growing and literally controlling your emotions, right? Because if you don't, you're gonna be all over the place. Second thing is not comparing yourself to anyone, no matter the experience. What do I mean by that? Easy. Right. So, like I said, these are all examples. These are all things I jotted down that I, you know, either currently, still facing, or I passed through that. Right. So, like I said, not comparing your journey to anyone else, no matter the experience. So, if somebody got into trading 2 years ago or a couple months ago, and they start seeing crazy profits, or they become more successful faster than you, and you have, they say, 3 4 years, you can't compare his journey with yours, right? He could have put in more work than you did. You gotta be real with yourself, like that ass. You gotta be real. Like, have you been putting in the work? What have you been doing on your free time? These are questions that you gotta be, like I mentioned in the beginning, holding yourself accountable to, because it's gonna help you grow. It's gonna help you, you know, become the better you. But yeah, that. So another one is that I have is you know, communicating with your body, right? Such as sleeping, what you eat, how active are you, stuff like that. Cause like, especially if you're a trader, I feel like if you're constantly in the charts 24/7, that's not healthy, right? That's a cycle. Um, nah, man, I don't think you should be in the charts 24/7. Um, I feel like you gotta just balance everything out, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, balance is hard, but it's part of adjusting. You gotta adjust because sometimes things are not gonna go as planned, but you need to adjust, right? So you gotta be well rested. You gotta be well. You gotta eat right because so that you could just you could think physically and mentally, right? So also when I speak about, I don't know if I even mentioned it, but like staying well, yeah, staying physically physically and mentally like active, right? It doesn't even have to go to the gym, man. All you need is 30 minutes. Whatever, push-ups, walk, run, go on a bike ride, whatever it is, just staying active physically and mentally. Whether it's therapy, exercising, you're still exercising your mind, right? So you gotta balance these things out so that you don't get anxiety or whatever you know as a person go through when you get in a certain situation. So you gotta know how to control that, right? Only you know that because you the only one you battling whatever it is that you do, whether you're a trader or whatever it is, right? So I feel like that's very important. Like I mentioned, I like to sleep for 4 hours, 4 hours and 30 minutes. That's enough for me. If I sleep more than that, I feel like my body will reset, and I'll be like too slow, and I don't like those type of days, man. Um, my favorite one, and this one I just started doing. I believe I have like a month doing it, where I like to write my daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, right? So these things are very important, right? From waking up, first thing you do, well, first thing I do is I make my bed, right? Make your bed, you lay on it, right? You gotta make your bed, right? That's the first task. That's it gives me the push to do my next task, right? So I started writing down, my goals for trading, right? So I'll go, okay, so for all my three funded accounts, I want to make $300 on Monday. My challenges, I want to make 300 on each, right? I want to create content, right? I'll do that. I'll make a video, boom, I'll do that. I want to work out, boom, right? So then what I do is I write them down, right? Make it fun, right? Because you don't want to make it too boring because you're not gonna want to be attracted to it, right? So make it fun, right? So I have my notebook here, right? So what I'll do is show you. Look, I write like the goals in terms of what it is. As y'all can see, it's like different colors to it. I'm gonna explain to you what each of them means. All right, so I'll have them there. Let me see if I can flip the page again. So yeah, see, I see. So it's like yellow, blue, and orange, right? So the orange is, I have it highlighted right here. Right. So orange basically is incomplete. The yellow is complete, and the blue one is I didn't trade, right? So I have my markers all the way, like my highlighters right here. So as I go and as I done with my day in trading, if I don't do it right after I finish trading, I'll do it, on my way to, whether I'm going to my 9 to 5 or, you know, running some errands, whatever it is. I just go, boom, highlight it. It's fun, you know what I'm saying? It makes you feel good because one thing that we fail to do is patting ourselves in the back whenever we do, a task, whether it's small, big, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just feel like we just make the mistake of just judging, the size of a goal and how much we will, give ourselves or, punish ourselves, whatever it is. I feel like every milestone, you know, goals, whatever it is gonna, it's something, you know what I'm saying? Success it's measured in small increments. So whether you don't see it now, later on it's gonna add up. Just like if I give you $20 every day, you do the math how much it's gonna be in a year, then in 10 years, 20, etc. So I feel like that's important. Write down your goals so you can, you know, see the growth in your, the journey that you're currently on, right? Whether you're a trader that's looking for consistency, like seek consistency, or just start it, whatever it is, whatever stage you're on, write down your goals. Write it down. I'm telling you, you'll make it'll make you feel good because if you don't compared to like not writing it down, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the days that you get a you make profit, on the next day that you don't make profit, they say you make profit, and out of 5 days, 2 days was winning, and you trade, and 3 days was the loss. But the 3 days that you lost, you know, got wiped out by the 2 days that you won. But just because you won on the first day, I mean, lost one on the first day, won the first day you like a Monday you won, Tuesday you lost, right? Wednesday you won, Thursday you lost, and then you lost Friday. But those two losses still wiped out your wins. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna start thinking about, oh, it was a badass trading week. Like I didn't make, you know what I'm saying? Like you could really like just go into this like mindset where you just tell yourself, oh man, it was a badass trading week. But when you start writing these things down and then you just, write down whatever it is, like I don't have it on, I don't have the chart like the subscription where you just go ahead and put down how much you win. Like if I win 300 on Monday and 500 on Tuesday, like nah, I just literally I write it down too. I write everything down, man. I'm telling you, I write everything down. So look at that. Like all my funded, my challenges, whatever it is, I write it all down, right? So I guess you could call it like what, old school. See them, like what I mean, like write everything down, right? So write your goals down, man. I'm telling you, it's the best, especially when you cross out when you do them, and then even though you still don't do them, like you don't complete them, it's still good to like, still like hold yourself accountable, like I said before, right? So the next one I already mentioned, writing things down, very important to do so. I tell you, do it. Go get yourself a pen, notebook, all across the street. What's it, pharmacy, Staples, whatever it is, 99-cent store. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Write things down. Next one is awareness, right? This very much connects to communicating with yourself, right? And having awareness, right? Who you hanging around with, right? Who's your people? Right? What y'all doing in your time? Like, be honest. Hold yourself accountable. What you doing in your time? What you doing in your spare time? Are you putting in the work? Are you just yapping? Because if you just yapping, not really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to go too into it, but just know your surrounding, know who you're hanging around with. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell someone an idea, right? Like God, they say just God just placed an idea in your mind. Like He just sparked one in your mind, like boom, and you tell your friend, yo, I think we should do this, cause I think it's gonna do that. That role might be a little foggy for them, but you have the strength and you have the vision to see it through because God put it in your mind for a reason. Like He put it in your mind. Like God put an idea in everybody's mind for a reason. Like for a reason. There, some people might think you're crazy. Others might say, "Oh, yo, that's a fact, yo, yeah." You know what I'm saying? Like-minded people. But others, they just need that little push. They just, you know, they still getting there. But they might say something that could shut down your vision or affect it in a way or not. I believe in the law of attraction too. Whatever frequency you put in there, you gotta stay on that channel. If you start switching and start, turning buttons, you're gonna start saying, like, the universe is gonna send you what it is that you vibrating, right? So, like they say, I listened to Steve Harvey, right? He said, if you order a package, you don't basically head up, the mailman, asking him when he's coming. Right now, you stay there, you wait, right? So stay in Faith Street, right? You know what I'm saying? Stay in Faith Street. Don't go to I don't see our circle, like he said, because the mailman don't deliver there, right? So what I'm trying to say is, be aware who you know what I'm saying, who you tell your things to. So to wrap it up, I do have a couple quotes. I wrote down a little mix with, you know, like the first one. It says, don't share, like I mentioned before, don't share your ideas with small-minded people. They can't see what you see, right? It's placed in your mind for a reason, right? Like I mentioned before. The next one is, work in the dark and let your hard work talk for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't share everything, man. Don't just, leave the little crumbs here and there, but just don't share everything. I'm telling you, don't just. It's better to work in silence than working out. Than putting everything out there, man. Don't do that. My favorite one is right here, which is, an elephant don't speak, especially when they enter a room. They present will fill the room with frequency, whether it's good or bad. It will be felt. Goes back to working in the dark, working in silence. When you step into a room, you know somebody' energy when it's off. They don't gotta say nothing. They don't gotta speak. They don't gotta say nothing. They just gotta enter the room. They enter the room, automatically. You just know. You just know, right? So, like I said, just know who you. Just I'm gonna let y'all think about that one. I'm gonna let y'all think about it. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all think about that, right? Elephant don't speak, especially when they enter the room. They present will fill the room with frequency. Whether it's good or bad, it will be felt. I'm gonna let y'all with that. I'm gonna end up with that. Y'all tell me, what does that mean for y'all? 'Cause I like this one. That's about it for me right here. Like I said, Merry Christmas to y'all. Happy New Year's as well. I'ma holler at y'all. Stay safe.